good day. This is Terry Scott with All Solutions Known, and I'm just trying to get things off my computer so I can see you. Well, anyway, today is Thursday, and for many small business owners, Monday feels like launch day, Tuesday becomes catch-up day, and Wednesday turns into a blur of meetings, customer needs, and unfinished tasks. Now, by the time Thursday arrives, the week is either coming together or quickly slipping off track. And that's exactly why Thursday should be treated differently. So instead of letting it become just another busy day, small business owners can turn Thursday into what I call inspection day. It's a focused and intentional part of the week built around strategy, operations, and finance. Now, Thursday is the ideal time to step back and ask some important questions. Are the week's goals actually being met? Is cash flow where it should be? Are customers satisfied? Are proposals followed up on? Is the team productive and on track? And by using Thursday as a day of review, correction, and completion, business owners can avoid ending the week with loose ends, missed opportunities, and financial surprises. So rather than stumbling into Friday hoping everything somehow works out, they can move into the end of the week with confidence, clarity, and control. Now, if that sounds like a lot, maybe it is. So don't spend a lot of time on each one of those things. Go ahead and do a rewind. And I'm going to give you a list, and it may take me a while, but there should be a link eventually after these videos where you'll be able to get my particular checking and track list that you'll be able to use. But in the meantime, you can just rewind this or look at the transcript of this video and just handwrite these things down. And don't spend forever on is cash flow where it should be, okay? It's a yes or no question and then move on, okay? Correct it and move on. Why does Thursday matter? Thursday sits in a powerful position in the 5-day work week. It is late enough to measure real progress, but it's also early enough to make meaningful adjustments. Monday is often spent planning, organizing, and reacting. And again, I don't like to react, I like to respond. Zig Ziglar always said it's better to respond than react, and we'll talk about that some other time. Tuesday and Wednesday are usually filled with execution, and you can look back at our Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday sessions that we've talked about. Thursday, however, offers a chance to inspect what actually has happened and then improve what still can be fixed before the week closes. What a wonderful opportunity Thursdays can be. So this makes Thursday the perfect day for tightening systems, checking numbers, following up with clients, and making sure that the business is not just active, but effective. It is a bridge between effort and results. It is a day to work on the business as well as in the business. Okay, we've talked about that before too. So I like to think of Thursday, I call it an inspection day. So when business owners think of inspection, they should not think of criticism. And again, when you think of criticism, that's a neutral term. It really is a neutral term. What it is, it's just good criticism, bad criticism. It's just finding out. It's an evaluation. Maybe evaluation would be a better word. But business owners should think of this as clarity. An inspection day is about reviewing the health of the business with honest eyes. It's a day to look under the hood. Now, sometimes as business owners, we're too close to things. We're too close to the business. So that's where a consultant can come in and walk through some of these things. And that's what I do as a consultant as well. But you can even run this by your employees, run this by your key people. Don't try to do it all on your own, okay? And again, it's your business and you're working on your business, but not in the business. This means then reviewing financial activity, checking operations, measuring progress against weekly goals, and then identifying where the action is needed before the weekend. You want to take a break during the weekend, have a strong beginning on Monday. It also means that using the day to correct small problems before they become larger ones. A missed follow-up, an unpaid bill, a delayed order, a frustrated customer, or a drifted team member can all be addressed on Thursday instead of becoming the next week's headaches. And again, have a little bit of a checklist and don't spend all day with that one frustrated customer. Just get through it and fix it And whatever decision you make a decision and go forward and do it. Inspection day creates a rhythm of accountability, and it encourages owners to pause, assess, and act with intention. We always do that. So now there are three pillars of a strong Thursday. A great Thursday for small business owners should revolve around three major areas. Those areas are strategy, operations, and finance. And again, if you can't do these all on Thursday, your particular business may work to spread some of these out. I've talked about this before. Maybe not everything can happen on a Thursday, or maybe some of these things would be better for you if it happened on a Monday or something. Maybe you're out making calls on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, or whatever your week is. I'm just telling you to have some sort of a plan and a system. And with this system, on Thursdays, we have these three pillars. So let's talk about a strategy. And this works for most businesses. That's why I'm doing it this way. But tweak it for yourself. Don't just listen to this and say, okay, that's nice. No, actually apply it and test it. And if it doesn't work for you, go ahead and try it again with a little bit of tweak. That's what business is all about, moving forward little by little and by leaps and bounds some days. Thursday is an excellent day to step away from the noise of daily activity and think at a higher level. Now, this is the time to analyze what is working, what is underperforming, and what needs to change. And business owners can review sales activity, customer behavior, marketing response, and team progress. They can refine goals, adjust messaging, and make better decisions based on what the week has revealed so far. This kind of thinking is essential. Too many owners spend their entire week reacting to problems and never make space to think strategically. Thursday creates that space. If you make it that space, if you allow it to be that space, if you assign it and dedicate it to that space, it allows leaders to revisit their vision. Do you know what your vision is? Well, you revisit it on Thursdays while there is still time left in the week to act on that vision. Number two, operations. Operations should also be reviewed on Thursday. This includes checking whether orders have gone out on time, confirming that customers are happy, and making sure that projects are moving, and seeing whether team members are staying productive and focused. It is the day to inspect workflows, communication, deadlines, and service delivery. And again, if you have a little bit of a checklist system, it doesn't have to be elaborate at all. Just check it off. Is it getting done? Fine. If it's not, find out why and move on. And if you're not able to find out on a Thursday what's not working and why it's not working, again, you're aware of it. And every week on Thursday, you're checking it off and you're realizing when you look back, for the past three Thursdays, this has been left blank. So this is an area that we need to work on. And finally, finance. One of the smartest uses of Thursday is a financial review. Small business owners should dedicate time to checking bank balances, reviewing credit card expenses, paying bills, monitoring incoming receivables, and evaluating cash flow for the coming week. Even a focused 45 minutes to an hour can provide tremendous value. And I really recommend that. Don't think of Thursday, I'm going to take care of finances today. And some Thursdays do it in the morning, some at noon, some in the evening, in the afternoon, and all that. No, set aside a real time on Thursday and be consistent with that every Thursday. And if you're familiar with the book, Brian Tracy, Eat That Frog, if you don't like to deal with finances and paperwork and everything like I don't like to do, I like to do it then in the morning. It needs to get done. It has to get done. So then we do it. It's done. And we've eaten that frog. Anyway, the financial checkpoint can reduce stress, improve decision-making, and prevent weekend worry. We don't want any of that. We want our minds free and relax and really, really reset during our weekend. It helps owners where they stand and what actions are needed. So rather than guessing, they can lead from actual numbers. And Thursday is early enough to make corrections and late enough to provide a realistic picture of the week. Have you had a good week so far? I sure hope you have. So a practical way to structure your day, and I mentioned that when I talked about finances, to make Thursday truly effective, structure does matter. Many business owners benefit from dividing the day into two modes. The morning can be used for deep work, strategy, and focused thinking. This is the best time for reviewing reports, making decisions, planning important next steps, writing key content, or tackling a major project that needs uninterrupted attention. It is the maker part of the day where creative and strategic energy is the highest. Well, you need to know your own biological clock and biological body and that sort of thing, your personality, because not everybody is a morning person. So maybe it takes you a while to get all warmed up. So afternoons are better for you. So if that's the case, again, don't do this in the morning, do it in the afternoon. Everybody's different. The afternoon can then shift into manager mode. And this is the time for meetings, follow-ups, bill paying, email responses, checking in with team members, and handling operational details. Grouping similar tasks together keeps the day from becoming fragmented and helps owners stay mentally sharp. So again, things that are very similar, do those together, group them together. Batching tasks is one of the keys to making Thursday great. Instead of scattering invoicing, marketing, client communication, and administrative work throughout the week, owners can intentionally cluster many of those activities on Thursday. This creates a stronger workflow and reduces the constant stop and start feeling that weakens productivity. So Thursday is also a follow-up day. One of the most valuable Thursday habits is the follow-up. Many opportunities are lost not because the offer was poor, but because the follow-up never happened. And Thursday is the ideal day to revisit proposals, respond to warm leads, reconnect with silent clients, and strengthen important partnerships. Remember I said when you're writing this down and you have a tracker and you see that the last 3 weeks on Thursdays this hasn't been getting done, what we're doing here is we're revisiting those proposals and that sort of thing. Don't feel bad that you haven't gotten everything done on every Thursday as you've structured it. Be flexible. Don't beat yourself up. It's just a system. It's a track to run on. This kind of outreach does not have to be overly transactional. In fact, some of the best Thursday follow-ups are relational. And a business owner might send a helpful article, check in on a past conversation, express appreciation, or simply ask whether a client needs anything before the weekend. These actions build trust and keeps relationships alive. So done consistently, that's the big word, consistently, Thursday follow-up time can be one of the most profitable habits in the business. Now, making Thursday good for team morale. Some business owners don't have a lot of employees. Some do. Inspection day does not have to feel heavy. It can also be positive and energizing. Some business owners use Thursday to reinforce momentum and morale, and this can be as simple as recognizing small wins from earlier in the week, thanking team members for progress made, or creating a culture of gratitude and encouragement. And maybe all of these things can be a gradual, consistent kind of a thing. A positive Thursday atmosphere can help a team push through the natural mid to late week fatigue that often appears before Friday. When people feel seen and appreciated, they usually finish stronger. A little humor, a meaningful check-in, or a brief team moment can go a long way toward keeping energy healthy and focused. So growth beyond daily task, and I'm almost through here. Today is a longer meeting that we have here together, but it's really important. Another reason why Thursday matters is that it can become a growth day. Business owners can use part of the day to learn, reflect, and increase their leadership capacity. Reading, listening to a podcast, attending a webinar, or having a coaching conversation can fit well on Thursday. And if you're self-employed, if you're a single solo entrepreneur, well, take care of yourself too, and you can do these things. This kind of development work is often neglected because it does not scream for attention the way urgent tasks do. Yet over time, these moments of learning and perspective can dramatically improve the way a business is run. Thursday can become a day not only for inspecting the business, but also for sharpening the business owner. Love that. The mindset that makes Thursday work. A great Thursday begins with the right mindset. It should not feel like the week is almost over and energy is almost gone. It should feel like there is still time to win. Thursday is the day to finish strong, fix what needs to be fixed, and set another smoother Friday. Now, business owners who embrace consistency understand this well, and they know that strong weeks are not built on dramatic bursts of effort alone, and they are built on steady daily action and intentional review. Intentional, big word. Thursday is where the review comes to life. It's also important to avoid burnout. A productive Thursday is not about frantic overwork. It's about a purposeful action, taking a break, protecting focus time, maintaining your energy are all part that allows an owner to make wise decisions and finish the week well. So here's some final thoughts. Small business owners can make Thursdays great by giving the day a clear identity. When Thursday becomes inspection day, it stops just being another weekday and starts becoming a strategic advantage. It becomes the day for reviewing finances, tightening operations, following up on opportunities, checking team progress, and making thoughtful corrections before the week ends. So instead of drifting toward Friday with unfinished business, owners can use Thursday to create results, restore order, and build momentum. In many ways, Thursday may be the most important day in the 5-day week plan because it determines whether the week closes with purpose or with pressure. So call it inspection day. Treat it as a strategy, operations, and finance day. Build it with intention. And small business owners may discover that Thursday is not just a good day in the week, it can become one of the best. Well, again, this is Terry Scott with All Solutions Known, America's #1 business resource consultant. If I can help you at all, let me know. If you've got comments, leave them down below. If you've got questions, that's fine too. I've got numbers, I've got links, everything else, how you can connect with my office, and hopefully I'll be able to chat with you and help you in any way that I possibly can. So again, this is Terry Scott saying, make it a great day.